Howdy, Dale.
Howdy, Dale.
Saw this stupid cat 3 times.
Maybe you can hear it on the camera.
Huh?
Don't wait till that. Maybe you can hear the dogs. Maybe I'll pick it up.
They're driving it pretty hard now. We saw them 3 times. Come to the road twice and walked the road a mile. Got out of front of the dogs, but we found them going off and in the tree is butt now. We are walking into the tree, and just to prove it here, nobody believes me when I say I had a trail all the way in. Well, here's the marked trail going all the way to the dogs. Let's take a listen.
At least you can see that.
Yeah, there's Bell too. Yeah, I suppose we ought to go in there.
Yeah, I hate to do it, but
they got it caught on the ground. Bell's in there tearing ass. There it goes. They got him again. There you go, Grandpa. Bell started. You might have to kill that cat, Dale. I was wondering why Giz sounded different.
yes, they're calling.
They got it killed? Alright. Way to go. Oh, it ain't killed yet. Way to go, Bell.
What?
Oh, he's got Giz. Try getting Giz off and shoot him. Be careful, though. It's got him. Kick it, don't shoot it. Sorry, you got him.
Get that cat, Giz.
Atta boy, Giz. Atta boy. Shoot him again. Get him, Giz, get him. Atta boy. Okay, stand back. Here. There's Lace right here. There's Lace.
Get that cat, Lee. Get that cat. Get that cat, girl. Come on, get that cat. Get that cat, Lee. Get that cat. Alright, girl, get that cat. Get that cat.
Huh. Heck of a job.
Get that cat, Lee. Come here.
Atta girl, Bell.
Get this cat.
Atta good girl, Bell. Yeah, they had him treed for a while. He bailed out or something. I heard Giz going into that definite tree chop, and they're all treeing good. Then he come out or something. But I don't know if I got it on film or not. But they had it bayed, and cat was sitting there, and I noticed it and I hollered over to Dale, and that made the cat move, and they got the best of them though. Hi, Grandpa. We're happy. All right. I get a smile, Dale? Huh?
Yeah.
Congratulations. Hold that head up. Boy, that's a big head.
Nice day. Really nice day.
Yeah.
Smile. Got to hear almost the whole race.
Yeah, we heard a lot of the race. We heard them catch. Actually, I don't know. I'm not sure if they had caught it or if they're just circling awful tight.
No,
But,
we had a catch.
yeah. And then I heard them locate and they treed. They must have treated him in a snag or something, because when we got in there, they were on the ground fighting them. Baying them mostly until we got there, then they got the courage up.
Dog took a whole beat.
Yeah, Giz got about 12 holes punched in his nose, and Lace got chewed on, and Belle did a heck of a job baying.
Belle
And
did a real good job this time.
yeah, she's finally, that's the first track she's ever run of anything. She's coming around, a little tight most, but she was using her pretty good today. And she wasn't afraid of it. She sure loved it.
Right in there on the cat.
Yeah, she was in there grabbing her.
Pretty heady.
Yeah, real pretty.
Nice and young.
Look at those claws, eh? You're drilling on those.
I'm feeling some decent game. Ready.
So it's Friday morning. Got myself a nice fresh cat track. Going down the creek here, heading to the south. Put the dogs on her and see what happens. Yeah, I just turned them loose here. And they're going out fast. Sounds like a good track. Well, here he is. By the time I got in here, I started seeing blood everywhere on the back track, and I started meeting the dogs one by one. Here's one of them now, but I followed their tracks. And none of them would come to me, and they're all full of blood. And they acted like they were done. And then finally I saw Echo, and she was ripped right open, but she showed me back where it was. And but they got another cat now. At least I think Giz does. Here, Echo, come on, girl. That a girl. Come on. I've got to say that there is the biggest cat I've ever seen. The fattest cat. Not all that long, but it's a 45 pounder. The dogs, they know there's another cat here, and they just left this. They chewed on him quite a bit, really bad. Hit this hideout, but I can hear Giz driving another cat now. All the dogs are tore up from this one. They're going after another one, it sounds like. Echo and I just shut the camera off. Echo and Belle had come in here and looked at the cat and spit it once, and then they took off. So guess we're gonna have another race. I just gotta say real quick, I just started going and I heard Giz catch the other one. I'm going to him. Okay, we're listening. Giz never had the cat caught. He cold trailed out to the lake shore and was out on the ice, and that's why he's barking like that. But now he's got his track lined out. Echo's back to where she'd killed the cat and is farting around there now, smelling where the other cat had left out of there. But I'm gonna go back to the road, go back and get her and pick up the cat and keep up with Giz, I guess. Try getting the pup and Echo back in with Giz. What a day though, geez. I only wish I could have heard it. That must have been one heck of a fight. That's a 45-pound cat, I'd say. Fattest cat I've ever seen. As fat as the one that my grandpa got a few years ago. You hear that? Okay, now Giz is coattailing through some jam piles. Hard to get through this stuff, especially even for a dog. Now I can hear Echo behind me. She's lining out on the track now. So we've got two more going now, it sounds like. And Belle's with Echo. Wish you guys were here though. This cat's not even jumped, but it's been hunting, so it's doing a lot of circles. He's staying right on her though. Well, guess what, Grandpa? Belle started her own cat track by herself. And I was on my way to the truck, so I figured if she could run it, better get Echo in with her. And there they're going. It a small cat had crossed the road, and I had Echo on leash. I was dragging out that cat. And Belle just jumped off the road and started following this coach or cat track, and then pretty quick she's opening on it. Well, I'll be darned, she's still on it. She's Echo hasn't got to her yet, and Belle's still got the cat by herself. By the way, I heard just before Belle went off on this track, I heard Giz to the north, back towards my truck. Well, I'll be darned. Belle likes cats, I guess. And all it took was that one race. we're going right parallel to the road here on the lake shore, so I might as well get out of this stuff and get back out on the road. Try keeping up with them. And maybe I'll be able to hear Giz. Well, this is some thick stuff. There goes Echo underground. Yeah, he goes back underground now. Better watch where he steps, don't step on it. Well, I was able to get all three of them back on the cat that Val started. It's a real small cat, and of course it went to the lake shore and in some jam piles and out and stuff like that. But you got them coming across the road going back to the big swamp, and got all three of them on it. Quite windy, so I don't know if they're picking it up or not, but they are barking steady. Tell you what, I've never dragged a cat that big before. I'm getting tired. Yeah, they're back on the lakeshore side again. I think I seriously underestimated this other cat. He's really using that lake shore, walking out to the ice and then walking down the shore and then back in. And there's very little snow along the edge of the lake, and of course he's walking in that and out on the ice and stuff. I'm just going to try catching them when I can. I'm waiting for them up here on this trail. They should be coming this way. I got them all caught up. Off the little one. Here's the 3 dogs responsible for killing that great big cat. Echo's tore up, to say the least. And Giz has got a few fresh holes in them, besides the ones he already got. And Belle got scratched a little bit. Today she actually started her own cat, and I got Echo into her. And but the thing of it was the same cat Giz was working, just a whole lot fresher where it had come across the road again. And Giz eventually come through and got with them, and they're all working it and really driving it hard. And I was expecting to see the cat come out to the road, and the darn thing went right on the ice again. So that's what happens when you when you run on Lake Michigan. Congratulations, you 3. Now that is a fat cat. Great big head. Like I say, it's about the biggest cat I've ever seen. Well, about 12 o'clock. I guess we ought to call it a day. Dog should have had enough. We'll tree another one tomorrow, eh guys? Alright. Well, here comes the moment of truth. We're gonna weigh this monster. Well, here we go. Darn digital scale. 41 pounds exactly. That's a big cat. £41 he weighed. February 4th, 1994, about 2 o'clock. I've been coaching on a medium-sized cat all day. Finally got him jumped. I just turned Belle loose in the Giz. Come on, Belle, let's go. He did a heck of a job poetrying. He went through a lot. That first hour he only barked a total of about 10 times. Ended up down on the lake and next to people's cottages, and I'd hear him bark and about 100 yards away. I'd run over to catch him. I'd get over there and he'd be gone. Back to the road and drive down the road a mile, and he'd be right there, and finally he got jumped somehow. I don't think I'll be able to get a clear picture. Let me try to find another spot. I've been here a while. Guess it took me about 45 minutes or an hour to realize that he was living across the road. I found a tomcat, his track crossing the road, and then it took me another 20 minutes, a half hour to get in here. I wouldn't think it took him too long to hit a tree once he had some, so. Attaboy, Giz, attaboy, get on that tree. Till February 4th, we're working on another one now.